This episode of Let's Play Pretend is sponsored by Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a mix-at-home energy drink produced in the USA that is formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or crash. With no calories, no sugar, no fillers, and no artificial colors, Dubby is a go-to choice for your energy needs. With our code LPPPOD, you can get 10% off of any purchase that you make on their website. And yes, I mean any purchase. You want to make 15 purchases a month? Have 10% off of each one of them. Dubby Energy, an energy drink that you mix at home. No jitters, no crash. Let's Play Pretend is an explicit podcast with subject matter that may be disturbing to some listeners. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Cody's laughing, so it's good. Let's play pretend. Let's play pretend. Let's play pretend.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pretend. My name is Jordan Derringer. I am your DMGM keeper, handler, and host. And I have with me, as always, Mr. Nick Barnett.
Ned Dollerin. Keeping with the facts from last week, I'm going to do my top 3 favorite movies. They all pretty much came from my dad, except for one of them. I'll see if you can figure it out. I love Billy Madison, Big Daddy, and The Notebook.
Oh, it's definitely Big Daddy that didn't come from your dad.
How did you know?
I just, see, it's like one of these things are not like the other. Oh, fuck, the other two have Adam Sandler. Oh, shit. See if you can figure it out. Mr. Breck Black.
Brian Winchester, and I have not seen any of these movies yet. Ned keeps saying we're going to watch them, and then he's just like, no, we're going to watch something else.
Okay. I mean, for liking rom-coms, that surprises me that you haven't seen The Notebook. But I guess that's more rom than com, so I guess that's understandable. What do you think, Mr. Matt Check?
Oh, Matt Check here playing Arthur, and I definitely didn't just on the spot think of the 3 movies, but Arthur's 3 movies are Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Alien, and Paddington 2.
Okay, but I gotta ask, Texas Chainsaw, the original or the remake?
The original?
So the one where he's like dancing in the street at the end with the chainsaw?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Love it. And last but certainly not least, I have with me my amazing wife, Mrs. Melanie Derringer.
Hello, I'm playing Samantha Williams, and Sam likes to watch reruns of I Love Lucy.
Okay. All right. How's that feel, Jenkins?
Oh, God, I already have enough responsibility. Please sit down.
You know, we hired you.
You didn't even hire me. I've still yet to be paid. Nick just gives me cheese balls and a futon.
How about exposure?
Exposure to what? The darkness of this basement? Why don't you guys go to play your game? I'm just going to sit here and munch.
All right, Jenkins, that's enough. You can go away now.
Yes.
What shit were you going to talk, Melanie?
I told him to go away.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, I kept hearing you underneath everybody else, like,
It's fine. Jenkins can just go suck a toe.
which
I will.
This is a very important question, though. Which toe?
Big toe. Nick's big toe.
Oh.
Those are disgusting. I'm not putting my mouth in. Get away from me. Go away. Get back to the other side of the room. Go away, Jenkins.
And with that, who's ready to play Pretend?
Yes.
I am.
Perfect. Okay. So, quick recap from the last episode. You guys, after a blinding light came to at Cryptid Crafts, seeing that everything was, I mean, as far as you guys could tell, everything was fine. It was like almost like you were teleported back in time, but you weren't really teleported back in time because when you looked through the mirror, you saw that time had indeed gone by because it was nighttime in this other realm that you were able to look through. So you kind of got your bearings, decided, Ryan's place is the closest, let's go check that place out. And there was a whole lot of nothing there. The only thing you guys found out was that Ryan is a closet rich kid for Ohio rich. Not trying to diss Ohio, but Ohio rich.
We have friends in Ohio.
Are you saying he was ShamWow rich?
Wow. That's a good way to put it. It's a great way to put it. And you know what, Melanie? I know we have friends in Ohio, and that's why I can talk smack about it.
Fair.
That being said, you decided the next closest place was Samanthas, and Sam really wanted to check on Anubis. So you guys started heading down that way, went down the main roads and side roads more than going through the woods or anything. When you got close, you saw this giant divot in the ground. Found where each end of it was. You came to the assumption that it was one of the places where the water tower was walking and kind of, gouged out the ground there. And you ended up falling straight into a trap. A net was underneath you on the ground, and as soon as you stepped on it, it pulled itself up, catching all of you in it. And as you guys were all pulled up into this net, up into a tree, you hear hoofbeats, and you hear somebody say, "Well, look what we got here, Anubis. The traps are working." And as you guys look down, you see an older version of Sam riding her horse. As she looks up at you guys, she looks up from under a cowboy hat. Yeah, she looks up from under a cowboy hat. And she's got, I was like, do I say cowboy hat? Do I say cowgirl hat? Because, Sam, what do I say?
Cow hat.
Cow hat, yep. Oh, it's a cow hat. It's white, black spots. It's got the horns, cow hat. She looks up from underneath her cowboy hat. You see a scar running alongside the left side of her face, from the corner of her mouth all the way back to her ear. So this version of Sam has seen some shit. And as she looks up at you guys, you see the briefest look of recognition. And as soon as you see it, it's gone, and she raises a shotgun at you.
Get off my horse.
She doesn't say anything. She just holds a shotgun at you.
Yeah, put it down. Get off my horse.
Carrots?
Hummus. Get off my fucking horse, bitch.
Sam, I don't think he was talking to you.
Talking to both at this point, I guess? This hurts my brain. This really hurts my brain.
Yeah, I don't trust it. That's not me. I don't care what that thing looks like. I want to go off my horse.
Is that your cow hat?
No, I don't have a cowboy hat.
I didn't say cowboy. I just said cow hat. All right? I don't gender hats.
Damn it, Arthur. Can you cut us down from here? We ain't trying to cause you no harm. Just let us down.
Why do you look like my friends?
'Cause we are?
Why do you look like an old version of my friend?
Yeah, you kind of have my face. And I don't like that. The last time somebody had a face that, we cared about, he tried to kill us.
Oh, I'll do more than try. You're fish in a barrel right now. You have 5 seconds to explain why I shouldn't fill you full of buckshot.
Because if you kill me, then you probably die too.
I wouldn't bet on it.
That was a pretty good answer.
Quick question, older Sam. Where's the rest of us? I'm assuming we're all older.
Yeah, we all survived and are healthy.
Couldn't tell you. Somebody had to stay behind.
Behind for what?
You see she rides really slowly underneath you guys. And she reaches up through the net, still holding the shotgun in one hand, reaches up through the net and taps Ned on the arm. Ned, give me a... I don't want alertness. What do I want? Give me a human.
Human. Natural 9 on a 40.
You know exactly what she's going for.
Look, it's right here. It's right here. I'm gonna like grab her wrist and move it up higher up on the shoulder. Is that what you're looking for? That little knot right there? That's what you're looking for, right?
Holy shit. At that, she lowers the shotgun and rides over quickly, pulls out a knife and cuts the rope to let you guys down.
Okay, first of all, we're hanging in the air. Are we taking fucking damage from this?
No, you're not high enough up.
This just matches my Pitch Perfect reference.
If she was able to reach up and feel Ned's shoulder just from the back of the horse, you're not up very high.
Well, I don't know. I'm on the bottom, so everyone's falling on me, apparently.
And Anubis is pretty tall, so...
Even still, a pretty tall horse as far as like falling to the ground, that's just like falling off AJ's swing set at this point. Like, yeah, it's not going to feel great. You might be winded, but you're not going to like break your neck.
Have you ever been thrown from a horse?
Would you quit trying to have him break my neck?
I'm sorry. Have you... I've told you the story about what happened with Kitty, right?
Yeah, and it hurt, didn't it?
Because I got thrown into a gate? Yes.
You still hit the ground, and you still got hurt.
And it was more winded than anything. You're fine. Do you want to take fall damage? You know what?
No, Ned's on the bottom. That's fine.
No.
It's fine. No, it's fine. I don't want to take fall damage.
Can I roll my damage, Jordan?
Oh, no. Only Samantha's taking damage. I just rolled a d6. Take 2 fall damage, Samantha.
No, that's okay.
That's what I thought.
Oh, you have a choice?
Not usually. But that being said, now that you've seen an older Samantha, you are all gonna roll me some sanity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
39 on a 68.
Okay.
57 on a 71.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's probably, I'll let Matt go first, but
16 on a 47.
Okay.
I think this makes the most sense. 97 out of 70.
Oh, nice. Okay. Everybody that succeeded takes 0.
Oh.
Samantha take 2.
Okay.
She rolled a 28. She's fine.
Ryan just starts picking himself up and dusting himself off. It's like, this really isn't the weirdest thing we've seen in the last. And he checks his empty wrist and be like, oh no, 4 or 5 hours.
This is God talking. You guys have been here longer than 4 or 5 hours at this point.
How long would that be?
12 maybe?
Okay.
Says you, I'm looking at my face.
What I want to know is when I asked you if you wanted to go Sasquatch hunting, you said you didn't know how to make nets, Sam. Clearly you did.
I don't.
I was going to say, without even letting you speak, she just goes, yeah, I didn't. And it's a skill I had to learn in here, Arthur.
I don't like this.
And this was not a clarification.
Hey, important question. Older Sam, how long?
How long what?
How long have you been here?
It's kind of hard to keep track of days, but it's been a while.
Why don't you just mark stuff on the wall? Like I do.
Arthur, you know as well as I do that there is nothing in the sky to show passage of time.
I mean, there's always guessing.
Okay, well, if I had to guess, she stops and looks over at Samantha, at Melanie. Samantha looks at her, kind of cocks her head for a second and goes, 5 years.
You mean to tell me I'm going to look like that in 5 years?
Excuse me?
What the hell happened to your face?
I'm sorry. At what point in your journey are you right now?
I would say we're 12 hours into our journey.
Just after the movie theater.
We touched a magic tooth. We shot a Frankenstein. There was
Wait.
a walking water tower. I mean, what else do you want to know?
A magic tooth? What?
Yeah.
So we're fucking with the space-time continuum. Lovely. Really?
So your journey's different than mine.
What do you mean our journey's different than yours?
We didn't have magic teeth where we came from.
What do you mean where you came from? Did you not come from Ohio?
When we were here. I'm sorry, this is all a little fucked up for me.
You think it's fine for me?
Should we be yelling in the open?
We're fine.
Shut up, Arthur.
Ah.
Hey, older Sam, do you know the name Elise by any chance?
No, that name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
I'm utterly confused.
Before we continue to talk, as freaked out as I am, and I apologize, Arthur, for snapping at you.
Yeah,
You do
really.
have a good point, but she reaches over and thwacks Arthur in the back of the head.
Sam, it's definitely you.
Sam shoots a glare at Ned.
Which one?
Me, Sam. Original Sam.
Yeah, she doesn't get to say what my Sam does.
All right, look. Young Sam, you're Sam.
Sure. Hush. Barn. We're going to the barn.
I thought you said we were safe out here.
For peace of mind, we're going to the barn. And she gets back on Anubis and starts to ride away.
This bitch better get the fuck off my horse before I stab her in the back.
This is the strangest definition of self-loathing I've ever seen.
Sam, it's okay. You're the prettier Sam.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
No problem. So let's follow her, I guess, or do we run? Because I don't want to run.
She kind of just fucking left us, so...
To your barn, I guess.
No.
Okay, so you guys head to the barn, and as you get there, older Sam is already putting Anubis back in his stall and putting his tack away.
I'm just glaring at her. Touch my fucking horse.
She reaches up and brushes his neck for a minute as you guys are walking in.
So does it actually look like Sam's house, like barn?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look any different?
Nope, this is not one of the corrupted places.
So it looks normal.
I'm writing corrupted in my notes right now.
I mean, that's the best way that I can think to describe it. You know? That's not a story hint.
Write that down. Write that down.
Samantha, how old are you?
Me? Or her?
No, you're Sam.
imposter.
She's Samantha.
How old am I? Well, if my passage of time is correct, and it has indeed been 5 years, that would put me at 23.
Ned just purses his lips, afraid to say anything beyond what he just said.
Probably a smart idea.
So, Samantha, you knew about the forget-me-not, but you didn't know about the tooth or Elise. Did you guys, old us? I don't know how to say it. Go to the movie theater?
No, we came here.
Were you chased by evil Chris?
Oh, we know evil Chris.
Arthur takes out his cryptid book, and he has bookmarked the 7 creatures that match the descriptions of the evil Chris. I'm like, can you show me which ones that you've run into specifically out of these 7?
She looks through, flips between the 7 that you have, and points at 4 of them. You're narrowing it down. I'll give you that. You are narrowing it down. She looks at it and she's like, we ran into these 4. At this point, how are you guys planning on getting back?
We have no fucking clue.
There's a way to get back?
That's what I meant when I said one of us had to stay behind.
So you're saying the rest of us went back and you stayed back?
Yes. The rest of you made it out.
Wait, when you say rest of you, do you mean Chris and Ashley went with? They made it out too?
Yes. You all made it out. But somebody had to stay behind to close the portal.
Why exactly?
Otherwise, we were going to unleash all this evil out into our world. We couldn't have that.
And it couldn't be closed from the other side? Generally, a door closes on both sides.
For the spell that we were able to find, the only way that we could close the portal was it had to be done on the spell's originating side. So one of us had to stay behind.
Could the spell not have been replicated on the other side?
No,
Why not?
because there were things that we needed for this spell that we could only get from the monsters.
And why not send them through with everybody else? I'm sure you've already gone through all of this once, but it's a little bit new to us.
I don't know if it would have worked that way. We were in a hurry to get the spell done, to get the portal open. We were being chased down by, I guess, what we're both calling Evil Chris. And either way, I had to close it before he got back out.
Actually, I'm calling him Nega Chris. Evil Chris gives him too much credit.
So, if he was chasing you guys, are there multiple evil Negro Chris's? Or is it the same one?
I believe it's the same one. I haven't been bothered by him in a while. So I figured he finally got bored and found something else to do or other people to terrorize.
That's us.
I didn't realize that the other people he was terrorizing were my friends all over again.
And, yourself, but whatever.
Arthur digs up in his backpack and pulls out the ritual book, and he asks, what was the spell ritual you guys did specifically?
Like I said, we had to get monster parts.
Yeah, but what was the spell? Maybe you read it wrong. Maybe there's a way where we could all leave.
Well, real quick, I'm more interested. We'll talk about the spell. What was this magic tooth that you claim you found?
I didn't find it.
Yeah, that would be me, Arthur. Yeah, in the movie theater, I found a tooth and a set of Chris's dog tags. But he already had his dog tags, and Nega Chris really wanted that tooth. Said it was his.
Everybody roll me alertness.
Ooh, I'm rolling hot tonight. That is a 22 on a 26.
Ah, man.
Ooh, that is a 66 on a 66.
Nice. So 2 crit successes.
Oh, I didn't even think that I got a crit there. Oh, shit.
It's 40 out of 37.
So fitting, Arthur doesn't see anything.
Mine's a 69 out of a 68.
69's a crit success.
It is? Woo!
Yeah. Made that house rule, what was it, like a couple episodes before Shelby got here.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, so we have 3 crit successes, and Arthur doesn't catch anything.
I get it.
She hit him pretty hard in the back of the head.
Yeah, she did. So for the 3 of you that crit succeeded, Matt, I'm not going to send you off. This is just a small thing that's just going to tie...
Thank you, God.
Yeah, you're welcome. You guys see that she, upon Ryan talking about Chris's dog tags, you see her hand go to her chest, and you are all able to see a glint of metal around her neck.
Except for me.
Except for Arthur.
Are those his?
Yes.
And you said he went back?
Yes.
So he's not really here.
Not anymore. He gave these to me before he left.
You can kind of see Sam's shoulders slump a little bit as she turns away and kind of has a perplexed look on her face.
Ryan is going to discreetly slide a third set of Chris's dog tags into his shirt because he still has them from the ones he found.
Okay.
Just because you feel it'd be awkward.
I'm interested to see what Ryan's planning on doing with Chris's dog tags.
He just feels it's awkward to have a set of dog tags when obviously they mean something to those two, and he just, has a set.
All right, hold on. Something here. We gotta know. Samantha, can I see those dog tags? I'll give them right back. Do you want me to tell you why I want them first?
Roll me a persuade.
Persuade.
And you're going to roll against her human.
That is a 37 on a 50.
What dice are you using, and can I borrow them?
Look, normally I have crit fails. I'm actually succeeding things. I'm not going to argue tonight.
Yeah, for real. She looks at you and she goes, yeah, why?
Ryan, I know you got Chris's from our transport. Let me see them.
Okay. And he slips them off and hands them over.
I want to... Come here, everybody. Just in case I don't see something. Are they the same?
They're exactly the same. The only difference, and it's not anything to do with the actual tags, is the one that older Samantha, not old Sam, older Samantha has dog tag silencers on them.
Damn, I was really thinking there was going to be something different. All right, so there's doubles of us in different times is kind of what I'm picking up here.
Multiverse?
Yeah, kind of like them Marvel movies, right?
It's kind of how it seems.
Or the failed Dark Universe?
We don't talk about that. You know that.
I mean, we did keep calling it the in-between. I guess it has a little bit more merit to it than we thought.
Yeah. The only thing that's not making sense here is I don't know how it went for y'all when you were here, but our Sam over there having a breakdown right now, her and Chris were kind of getting a little closer, or starting to. I just don't see him. Why would he leave you here?
I didn't give him an option.
What were you chasing you?
The evil Chris was chasing us.
Was he
We opened the portal and I pushed. Chris wanted to stay behind.
classic Chris?
Yeah. We opened the portal and I made a rash decision and pushed him through and closed it before he could come back. He already died once. I didn't want to lose him again to this place. And ironically, I lost him to our world now.
Sam flips back around and goes, hold on a second. If Chris and Ashley are both gone, then who were the two with their faces at the movie theater?
That was Chris and Ashley.
It couldn't have been if they left.
There are two of you here right now. Is it any different?
Possibly.
And possibly not. It's not a guarantee.
Why didn't they come with us then, when we got transported back?
We didn't have a choice where we went. We got sent back to Cryptid. Maybe they got sent, I don't know. Oh, no. Where would they have popped out?
I don't know.
Where did we first pop out when we got here?
Do you think they could be at the treehouse?
It don't seem any more or less likely than anything else.
Sam pulls back out her phone and checks to see if either Chris or Ashley have texted her back.
You don't have a text. The only thing that you see is message failed to send.
Sam just kind of aggressively clicks the button turned off, seeing the message failed, and slips it back into her pocket. And she starts to slightly pace, not like a full-on like pacing back and forth, but kind of like a nervous tick almost.
Roll me alertness.
That's a 2 on a 68.
You see that older Samantha is also doing the same thing and playing with her braid a little bit.
Stop that. I don't like that.
You forget I am you, but older.
Yeah, well,
Of course, we're going to have the same tics.
doesn't make me feel any better, all right?
How long were you here before you figured out a way to get anyone back?
We automatically came to the assumption right away that we had to redo Ashley's thing, her ritual. And that kind of evolved into this other spell that we found.
Found where?
We got it from somebody, and they didn't make it.
From who?
Now, do you think you would really know who?
You can still tell us who it is.
It was somebody that we met in here. It's not anybody you would know.
Are you sure about that? Because we met a couple people already.
And considering there's two of you, there's a good chance we may run into them as well. And it'd be nice to know who they are and not, hit first, ask questions later.
You see her shoulders kind of slump. He didn't give us his name. He's just... We ended up calling him the guy in the suit. He's just a tall man in a suit.
Did he talk funny?
Not really?
So it couldn't have been Lance or Charlie then.
No. Well, Charlie's a woman, and Lance is in a police officer uniform last I saw him.
So you do know who Lance and Charlie are?
Yes.
Are there two of them as well?
I don't know. They,
Do you know what happened to them?
They just kind of do their own thing here.
So they're alive.
Last I saw them, yes. They seem to have a sixth sense for this place and knowing when people are in danger at the nest. So they kind of take it upon themselves to stage rescue missions.
Rescue missions?
Yeah. Last I heard, they were going to rescue someone from the nest, but that was a day or two ago.
So they saw you a day or two ago, and yet saw her, and points at young Sam, and didn't say anything at all about her looking familiar or having the same name, and yet still helped us.
They're kind of mysterious that way, aren't they?
They told us they hadn't seen no one else either, and that's already been proven wrong a couple of times.
Ryan is gonna lean past everyone and be like, I'm sorry, Ned, you might have been right about them, and then lean back.
Like I said, I don't trust them or mistrust them. I just don't trust anything here, except for all y'all that I know are y'all, and I start patting everyone on the shoulders like, not, all right. As long as we're
Ned.
not, we are.
I want Ned to give me a human roll.
Fuck. Ooh, 55 on a 40.
Crit fail. Okay. Everyone else, go ahead and also give me human.
My human didn't even go up. I rolled it and I rolled a 1, so...
Yeah, Ned, you don't trust anything right now.
Who the fuck is human? Yep, there it is. Oh, yeah, I failed.
You went Canadian there for a second.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
I do random accents every once in a while. They just come out and they're not planned. Like, I have a British accent that just comes out whenever.
Oh, yeah, I failed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll go get some Timmy's there, bud.
I love me some Hortons.
I also watch this lady on TikTok who can do, like, different accents. And, like, I've been trying to learn from her so I can do different accents as characters sometime during, like, D&D or whatever. So they just randomly come out.
That's not a bad idea. Anyway, for the rest of the human, go ahead, Ryan.
Ryan didn't know anything at 98 out of 10.
Oh, man. Okay. Samantha?
28 out of 10.
Jesus Christ. Come on, Arthur, save us.
5 out of 52.
Woo!
Hell
My
yeah.
Lord and Savior.
Okay. You have the thought that technically Lance and Charlotte did not lie to you.
Wait a minute.
Technically, he said they have not seen anybody else, Samantha wouldn't be somebody else. And from the time you guys saw Elise, that was after he left you guys.
Seems like they technically were telling the truth.
And older Sam never said whether these rescues were successful. So it could be that by the time that they get there for their rescues, the people are already dead. So technically, they wouldn't have seen other people. Just saying.
Man, Arthur, that is some roundabout thinking, but I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
Just saying.
All right, I give Samantha back the dog tags, and then I hold Ryan's kind of in front of my face, and I look between Sam and Ryan. Ryan, you really want these, huh?
I mean, considering they may have some use, power, energy, whatever you want to call it. If there's one spell out there, there's got to be more, so...
I hold him out to Arthur.
Arthur?
Ryan just flips you off.
Man, you got the brains for it, but he's got the weird occulty stuff, like, in his back pocket and whatnot.
Sam just snatches him. She snatches the dog tags.
Are you going to try to oppose that?
I'm going to try and give him to Arthur, so I guess, yeah.
Okay. So I need you to roll dodge against Samantha's, we'll say dexterity, just straight up dexterity.
I got a 20 on a 30.
Where's my dexterity? Oh, there it is. I have a 45 out of 75.
Back.
So without even hardly trying, she just snatches them from you.
Does anything happen?
Nope.
Sam slips him around her neck and then tucks him into her shirt.
So I need Nick and Matt and Breck.
Oh no.
Take off your headsets. So as you slip the dog tags over your neck, you are mentally transported far away. And you have a vision, is basically what I'm saying. And you see Chris on the battlefield. And you see what he's talking about, this big black shipping container that has a company logo that you've never seen spray painted on the side of it. And as the soldiers are walking up to investigate, the door slams open. And you hear the same scream from inside the storage container that you heard in the theater when the Inside Out Man came out. And for a split second, nothing happens after the scream, and then all hell breaks loose. You see Inside Out Men. You see what can only be described as like zombies come out of there. You see big monsters like what you saw at the movie theater, and other things that your mind can't even fathom coming out of this container and just laying waste to the soldiers. Just absolutely laying waste. And you're seeing all this from like a first person view. You're seeing all this from like as if you are there.
Okay.
And you're raising the gun, you're firing, you're trying to find shelter. You run into this building and kind of duck behind, just trying to get to a place where you can reload. And you look down and pull on your dog tags. And you see that they're Chris's dog tags. You are basically embodying Chris right now. And you have no control over anything that's happened. It's almost like you're riding passenger for all this. And you're breathing heavy, just trying to catch your breath. And, okay, all right, okay. And you slap the new magazine home, and you turn around, and there are 3 Inside Out men there. And before you can even raise the gun, you are just ripped to shreds. At that, Samantha, basically, like, you feel yourself sucked through a tunnel back to your body in the in-between, back to where you're at. So let me get everybody else there, unless you have something you want to say about that scene.
No, no.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, we could come back there, eh, bud?
Ah, man, I was just about done with my poutine there.
Now that is a weird accent.
Bake.
I can't use my nose, so it's hard to do accents.
Oh, you could totally do like a meat wad then.
I'm sorry, a what?
Meat wad.
I hate meat wad.
Me too.
Aqua Teen Hungerful? Oh. I'm not going to say it.
Aqua Teen Force is great, but it's stupid as shit.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the show.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I watched like half of an episode and was like, I already have so few brain cells, I can't kill anyone.
Oh, that will
Yeah.
kill all the brain cells you have.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You ever want to be on acid? Don't take the drug. Just watch the show. You're fine.
You know what's funny about talking about brain cells dying? Because every time I think about, my brain cells are just dying, I think of the quote from Borderlands 2. Every time I hear Claptrap talk, I feel my brain cells committing suicide. And it just makes me chuckle.
Oh.
Okay,
I would-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just about to say, I would love a Claptrap voice mod to play Claptrap in a game.
Oh, dude, AI. It's not too far off.
That would be good.
I could do it.
Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Lonely and sad.
So Samantha slides the dog tags over her neck. You see 1,000-yard stare from her for a brief moment, and then she snaps back too.
As Sam snaps back too, she takes a sharp inhale and immediately just starts crying and drops to her like hands and knees, like trying to catch her breath.
Samantha looks down at you and she goes, "You saw it too, didn't you?"
Hey, saw what? Explain, please, before I have to hurt somebody.
I go and wrap my arm around her shoulder. Sam, you okay?
No, I saw him die. I saw it through his eyes.
Chris?
Yes. He was killed by 3 of those things.
The Inside Out Man?
She just nods, unable to really get much more out because she's just trying not to have like some sort of panic attack from what she just saw.
Sam squared. Samantha, you saw it too? Just now?
I saw it the first time I put the dog tags on. And she's not wrong. He was killed by 3 of those things, and that means that somebody in your world has found a way to pull monsters out of here.
Ryan, give me the tooth.
Is that such a smart idea? Because the last time we handed it to random people, it kind of zapped us all away, and them.
Yeah, and she just got dog tags with somebody. We don't know how this tooth might be aligned to somebody, but it might be aligned to somebody. Let me see it.
Ryan is gonna pull it out and just kind of very hesitantly hand it over.
If I break down in tears, you know that something happened.
And before you can touch it, he grabs your arm and just is like, just in case you decide to pop out of existence.
That's fair.
So you'll both pop out of existence. It's fine.
Goodbye, everybody. Have fun with the show. So when he does it, I just squeeze it in my hand.
God?
Nothing happens. I wanted to have that nice long pause in there. I almost considered telling everyone except for Nick to take off your headset to tell him nothing happens.
You should have.
And then I was like, that's just way too much moving around.
All right.
Nothing happens.
I give it a good 30 seconds of just holding it. All right. Arthur? And I hold my hand out, fist down towards him. Here you go, man. And I drop it into his hand.
As you drop it into Arthur's hand, nothing happens.
Okay, what do you want me to do with it?
Nothing. I had an idea and I wanted to test it. That's all. So if you won't give it back to Ryan, you can give it back to Ryan.
I want to look at it. I want to do one little inspection to see if there's any, maybe cultic sigils or anything on it. Maybe something weird.
Ryan, did I tell you back at the movie theater that there was something engraved on the tooth? I honestly cannot remember.
No, you said there was nothing on it. It was just a tooth.
Okay. That it was kind of scratched up a little bit, but nothing really on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wanted to be 100% certain. Okay, so yeah, it's just a little scratched up, no sigils or anything on it.
I could picture Arthur pulling out a gem dealer's little eye thing
Exactly.
to look close at it. Arthur, that's a tooth-ass tooth, man. I don't think anybody's carving anything on there.
This is indeed a tooth-ass tooth.
I hand it back to you.
And I hand it back to Ryan.
Ryan takes it and he kind of looks at it for a second. He looks at Samantha and says, "You want to give it a shot?
I'm not touching that.
You never know if..."
I'm not touching that thing again.
No, not you. Older you.
I mean, you said somebody else was zapped out of here?
We were in the theater. I believe it was Chris and Elise both touched the tooth, and we haven't seen either of them or Ashley since we got zapped back to the cryptographs.
Okay. Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? So she reaches out for the tooth.
Ryan is going to do the same thing he did to Ned, grab her arm, and then put the tooth in her hand.
Okay. As you put the tooth in her hand, nothing happens.
Ryan just looks down at their hands with the tooth in it and goes, "Well, I mean, it's worth a shot."
Right, we can't really rule anything out here right now, so it's worth trying anything, as silly as it might be, is holding a tooth.
Hey, God.
Yes.
Ryan is going to move his hand up to older Sam's shoulder and see if he can feel the forget-me-not.
You can indeed.
When he feels that, he just pats her and takes a step back. It's like, I just had to make sure. After everything we've seen, can't be too careful. Although, I don't want to know how gross that is after 5 years.
Roll me an alertness.
Ooh.
Because I had this thought earlier and then just forgot to say anything about it.
That is a 73 on a 66. I am going to burn the 7 luck.
Okay. Burn the 7 luck.
I don't want to, but I want to.
The forget-me-not is different than what you guys have. Hers feels thicker, almost like after a few years she's had to replace it, and with her living on a farm, she was able to use the twine from a bale of hay to make a new one.
I just want to say, out of character, I can't imagine how bad that chafes.
Yeah, that would itch like a motherfucker.
It would.
Yeah.
It would indeed.
Can we
But-
see that he was checking for that?
Yes. But you also see that she has an undershirt on under her flannel. So
Okay.
you could probably assume that it's over the t-shirt under the flannel.
Ryan is just going to stare at older Sam and then just kind of sigh and be like, "You kept that on because you thought they might come back, didn't you?"
Yeah. And I wanted them to know it was me if they did.
Well, I mean, we're all a little bit younger and, technically jailbait to you, but you're welcome to join us. you are Sam, kinda. So we might find a different way out that can pull you through.
She kind of looks at you and smirks and just goes, Don't get my hopes up, Ryan.
I mean, why not? Like you said, and he spreads his arms apart. What else have you got to lose?
Yeah, I guess dying would be better than staying here any longer.
Excuse me? I did not say dying, I said escaping. I know you've been here a while, but have a little faith in us. We did it once.
Okay. All right, we can, so long as young Sam over there is all right with me tagging along for a bit.
Sam collects herself and kind of sits back on her. She's still on her knees, so she sits back on her heels and stares at older Sam. Anubis is mine. Just throwing that out there. Okay?
Ryan is going to lean over and just be like, technically Anubis has been with you?
Shut up, Ryan.
Just saying.
My horse.
I mean, you and Ashley rode that thing all the time together, so like you could both just ride it and everyone's happy. Yay!
Okay, I don't think you understand the complexity of how weird this is to me.
Ryan is gonna crouch down and put his hands on her shoulders and be like, I do, because this last 12 hours has been absolutely fucked, and I just want to go home. So, anything that gets us there, we're going to do.
Samantha walks over right in front of Sam, and she looks down at you with her hand out, kind of expecting you to take it, and before you can take it, she's like, it's like Mom always used to say, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, baby girl, we got things to do.
Sam will slip her hand hesitantly into older Sam's hand and looks at her and goes, we're not going to have some sort of like weird twin telepathy thing happen if I actually grab your hand, right?
Oh, Jesus, I hope not. Because if we do, I'm dropping you straight back on your ass.
At that point is when I take my arm off from around Sam's shoulder, just in case.
Sam grabs her hand.
And she hoists you up to your feet.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Ryan just cheers and is like, yay, the space-time continuum didn't implode.
Yet.
I mean, I'm sure Arthur was thinking the same thing.
I was sweating balls.
I don't think that's how it works here.
So, are we gonna go to the treehouse then? And see if Ashley and Chris are there?
We can.
Yeah, otherwise the theory I came up with is that it seems like all the points that have stuff like this, and he gestures to the barn, seem to be all the places that are important to us. So we can always check out all the other places we've been a lot or are important.
It's a good idea. But we should probably get the group back together.
I know, I'm just saying, if they're not at the treehouse, we might want to check the theater incredibly carefully, and maybe other people's houses, the junkyard, the school, something that's connected to all of us.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
So are you guys thinking about going to the treehouse first or the theater first?
I thought we were at the theater.
treehouse.
No, you guys are at Samantha's barn.
No, we've already been to the theater. I thought it was gone
Right.
off our map.
It is gone off your map.
And that's all we know about it.
Yep.
Okay.
How many horses do you have, Sam?
Well, back home I have a lot. I don't know how many we have here.
Just Anubis here.
What happened to the others?
Anubis was the only one that came through. So my assumption is that the other ones are still fine in, the not in between.
Can Anubis pull a cart? And do you have a cart?
I mean, the treehouse ain't too far away. Looking at the map, we're close to Ashley's house, too.
Wait. You said Anubis came through with you, older Sam, right?
No, I said Anubis was the only one to come through.
Okay.
I didn't see him until we came back here.
Okay. just making sure the timeline is weirder than I thought it was.
So, you guys also came through because of Chris dying and Ashley wanting to see him, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Did a ritual, cast a spell, threw us against a wall, cosplayed a owl. Yeah, all that.
Throwback.
I love the cosplay, the owl thing. Okay. All right. Just like you said, making sure there isn't more fucked up than already is.
Which is an achievement, I will give you that.
So you guys want to go to the treehouse, huh?
Yeah, we should get there quick.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to have any more shotguns lying around, would you? We kind of got zapped out of all of our equipment.
No, I don't. And to be fair, this one's kind of just for show. It doesn't actually work.
I'm sorry, how do you scare a monster with a not working shotgun?
You'd be surprised.
I am surprised.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, I am, and that terrifies me because I thought I had hit that limit already.
Do you have a buggy or a cart that one horse can pull?
No.
Arthur, I think we're just walking. You're gonna have to just accept that fact.
I'm so sick of walking.
You are a pansy.
I'm getting sick and tired of this shit.
What do you hate more, Arthur? Walking or dying?
Really put me between a rock and a gun in my face, huh?
To be fair, Arthur hasn't tried dying yet, so he can't really honestly give you that answer.
I think God is trying to tell me you should try dying, Arthur. I don't recommend
I'll
it
be
myself.
right back.
And Arthur's hit points hit 0. And Matt, we'll talk about rolling a new character here.
You are now
Oh,
old
that didn't
Sam.
work?
You are now old.
Shit. I'm now the horse.
You're now the horse.
Nay. Okay, so what's the plan here? Where are we going?
So, I mean, we could go to the treehouse and see what's there now,
Well,
and they might be the same, or we could just go to Ashley's house, because there's a good chance that if they went somewhere, maybe her and Chris both ended up there.
why don't we try Ashley's house first then? Because I have a feeling if we go to the treehouse, something is bad is gonna happen, and we're not gonna get back out of it. I feel like that's our last place we have to go.
Well, older Sam, what do you think? You know this place probably better than we do. Is there a easier route to take to either one of those? That'd be safer?
Not really, that would be safer. No, you know how close I live to the treehouse and how close I live to Ashley. Ashley's just down the road, closer into town. Treehouse is out in the woods. I would say we'd have to watch out for the water tower either way, but in the time that I've been here, it hasn't hurt me at all, and I've crossed its path many times.
I vote we go to Ashley's house.
Let's go.
I can second that.
I mean, I'm all for it. We can always hit the treehouse after if they're not there. It's not like we can only go one or the other.
Exactly. We'll go to Ashley's first.
If we're going to be like everyone else, we're going to have years here, so we might as well get used to it and get a lay of the land.
Okay, I haven't been to Ashley's house since they left, so yeah. I'll go with you guys there. As you guys are coming to terms with the fact that you're going to go to Ashley's house, you all get a text message. I was going to say, is anybody going to pull out their phone? Or
And say, well, I normally have us roll alertness or something to see if
I'm not having you roll
we would
anything.
hear our
You just-
phones.
I light up my face.
I am so tired and sick. I looked at my actual phone for a text message. Oh.
I didn't know if it was going to be super immersive, so I also looked at my phone.
Sam pulls out her phone.
So does Ryan.
Yo,
So does Arthur.
It's a group chat with the four of you and Ashley. Same group chat that you guys were always a part of. But now there's a number in there you don't recognize. And the text message just says, I wouldn't go there if I were you. And that's where we're going to end the session. Let's Play Pretend is Nick Barnett as Ned Dollerin, Breck Black as Ryan Winchester, Matt Check as Arthur Gooseberg, Melanie Derringer as Samantha Williams, and me, Jordan Derringer, as your GM, DM, handler, keeper, and host. Keep up with us to hear firsthand on any fun new developments that may be coming in the future. And we will see you all here in 2 weeks' time.
Let's play pretend.